Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia. Not quick, summary of the day 46 of the Russo-Ukrainian war or Russo-Ukrainian conflict or Ukraine war or Russia not a war or Russia special operation, whatever you want to call it. This is for the 10th of April. So, where should I start first? Okay, let's go to the Kharkiv Front. So the latest information is that the Ukrainian forces have captured Slatyne, Slatyne, okay, Slatyne, and Prudyanka. So, oops. So and they captured Prudyanka. So this is the latest information I have seen, and this is kind of a surprise to me because I have never saw information of the Ukrainians recapturing the Hachi. So on the 19th of March, I saw a chatter an information that the Hachi have been recaptured by the Russian forces, and since then I have never heard about the Hachi much, and apparently this information might be wrong, and thus since then I think maybe the past week or two, they have been bombarded by the Russians and something like this. And as a result, this information is actually invalidated. So I have put the flag on the Hachi, giving it back to the Ukrainian forces. And as a result, and also kind of answered some of the questions that I have, because I have previously stretched the border all around here. If I can show you. I have been, a bit curious about the positions of the Russian forces around here, and this kind of helped me confirm that the Russians have also withdrawn from this side of Kharkiv, and then they did seems to hold this position, but however the speed of the capture, seems like there is some kind of withdrawal or tactical withdrawal, because ultimately there are still bombardment on Kharkiv, on the Hachi, as even on Zolochiv. So as a result, there must be artillery units around here on the Russian side, and not sure where they're actually launching their artillery strikes from. So the Ukrainians did very well by capturing this city or these two towns, and the speed of the capture means that they actually did not encounter resistance. They previously they have been trying to push up, but they did not manage to get past much. And I think they somehow, one of the days, they actually did capture Bezruki, but however I also did not see this information. So bizarre, if you ask me. Of course, if in the near future, if we have to actually see information that invalidates this capture, and then we will actually kind of put it back to the Russian side again. But as of latest information they have captured, I actually have no idea how they actually get this information. I have been digging through Twitter to try to find out who actually tell them this, but I kind of not exactly very clear. They actually, there's a website that was being quoted, but that was talking about I think a week ago, information from a week ago, and it's just really confusing. But anyway, since following how we always operate, we always plot in chatters and rumors, so that at least we get the latest information, because the two armed forces is not going to be very forthcoming about the position they capture and they lost, because it's operational secret. So some maps, like I think live UAA map, they actually did not list this area as a Russian control. So I'm just going to leave it here until we have confirmation that the Russians have withdrawn from this region. I tried to find information all along here. I didn't really see anything. Like, did the Russian lose Malinivka as well? What happened to this area, this punch down? Is it still under Russian control? I have actually no idea. There is also no news about Slobozhanske. so there is literally not much information out there. So that's what it is. So sometimes, you know, it's really very dependent on the Russian daily report, because they are the only one that is giving us precious information. Another Sukhoi 27 was shot down. So this is getting a bit weird, because this shows that the Ukrainian actually still have a quite a number of aircraft and air force that's still operating. It is getting a little weird, if you ask me, to have so many aircraft getting shot down in this past week, which is rather unusual, because they did not have an air force for the past before that, for like 2 weeks, or no, a good 15 days, they have literally not much of an air force. Then suddenly all the helicopters and the fighter jets suddenly just appear out of nowhere. Yeah, and I tried to find information about Sulihivka as well as Dovensky. The It's still a stalemate over here. The Russians still struggles to capture these two strongholds. And I have a video of tanks going past a pontoon bridge. This is actually from the Russians. Of course, as usual, I turn off the sound in case I accidentally, you know, trigger something I don't want to trigger. And you can see they have quite a number of tanks moving into the region, into Izyum, and then they cross. This is a pontoon bridge, in case you do not know. Basically, it actually operates a bit like a boat sort of things. You will float on the river, and then tanks and vehicles can go past. So I don't know a lot about all these things. I know just the basic. I can see something is swimming over here. Hope he enjoyed the bath. And oh, there's another one here. You see, he's breathing through this tube. So anyway, there's nothing much. It's just a very long video of things moving past this bridge. So this is, I think, is one of the famous bridge that I think I told a war story about this many videos ago, and they actually sacrificed quite a lot of soldiers trying to set up this pontoon crossing. And I believe this pontoon crossing is around here, or around here. So not exactly not exactly sure where is the exact position. Probably around here. So there is some houses in the video on the other side of the bridge where they're crossing. So so it's interesting that they are still crossing this bridge instead of using the road. So that's kind of interesting to me. Okay, so let's move on away from Izyum. There's a epic video came out today on the chemical plant explosion at Rubizny. Let me see, I can pull it out for you. I didn't prepare this beforehand. I just thought that it's okay. So let's see this. Extremely epic. You know, if I would have thought that this is actually a composite video, because this is so out of place compared to, you know, to the buildings that is on the bottom here. You see, it looks so colorful, and this is so dull. Yeah, I would have thought that this is actually fake, but it is real. It's also trending on Twitter a little. Not sure how poisonous this is gonna be on the civilians around this region. So the tank is actually nitric acid. So yeah, so that's that. No news regarding all the fronts in Luhansk. There's no updates regarding all these fronts. There's no news on Popasna, the acne of Luhansk. No news regarding Donetsk Front as well. Nothing is actually, you know, progressing. Everything is just stuck. Everything is just utterly jammed up. And coming to Mariupol, Um, there is a chatter saying that 80% is captured of Mariupol. Then of course the Kaidirov, the Chechen leader, say it's 95%. Everybody say their numbers. I say 70%. So it's just a bunch of nonsense if you ask me. So anyway, there's no news. The news, even there is some news, is just so hard to know, to actually adjust the map or trying to verify the reality. So anyway, take it as no news. There is no news on the Zaporizhzhia front. I saw some Twitter account. I'm not sure. I've come for. I didn't notice the date, but they are still celebrating about the capture of Malinivka. The When I was researching on another Malinivka, the I saw this information. This actually, so from the Ukrainian operational information. For yesterday evening, basically around 12, 15 hours ago. So they said the enemy tried to restore its position to take lost position in the area of the settlement of Osokorivka. Osokorivka is actually this area. And apparently, so I went to search backwards and managed to find that the Ukrainians actually have captured Osokorivka on the 8th. So I actually missed this information. So around 3 days ago, yeah, 3 days ago they actually captured the Osokorivka. So I indicated the flag for the Ukrainians, but also indicated that the fighting is still reported at that location. There is no more updates around this area. There's no information about all these places as well. No information about these commandos. And over Porovsky, there's a Mi-24 Hind getting shot down, reported by the Russian Defense Ministry. There is also the Ukrainians actually reported around this region as a Sukhoi, I think 34, or is it 37? Is it 34? That was shot down. Let me check. The Ukrainian report. But I don't indicate the Russian one because the Russians still have a lot of aircraft, so it's not very meaningful to highlight them. Let me see. Operational report. Says I can't find it. Sukhoi 34. Yeah, I found it. So in the is here. They say that the anti-aircraft missile hit the Sukhoi 34, who's tried to attack Mykolaiv. So it's a surprise to me they are still using aircraft to try to attack Mykolaiv, where they have perfectly good missiles to use. So then there's a massive explosion at this port area, hitting what do they call it? Let me check. Some nitrate, potassium nitrate. Yeah, there's a potassium nitrate storage somewhere around here, which are used for farming purposes, and then create a massive explosion that looks like a tactical nuke. So that's that, but it's not very important, so I did not indicate in the map here. And also, I think the Russians also hit storage of S-300 that was actually provided from a foreign country to Ukraine that was destroyed. I think a whole battery of them. I think, not sure it's in Dnipro or in Mykolaiv or in both. So anyway, it's not very important as well because units, all these equipments get destroyed on a daily basis through artillery, missile strikes, airstrikes. Yeah, I just want to tell you that that happened. So the Russian or pro-Russian supporters are celebrating about the destruction of this foreign S-300s. And then they are kind of like laughing at the Ukrainians, saying that they are trying to okay, just show you this. So near Mykolaiv, this is the one in Mykolaiv, transferred by Slovakia. Then this is not a division, but right, it should be a battery. Completely destroyed. So they say it's short-lived, and conspiracy theorists might even say the Europeans are trying to run a disarmament program through Ukraine, which is kind of funny to me. So now there's the funny part. Let's go to the not so funny part. First, we go to Serbia. Serbia have taken a delivery of HQ-22 SAM systems, surface-to-air missile systems, via 6 Chinese Air Force Y-20. So it kind of shocked some of those that some of those OSIN analysts, those especially those that are tracking flight. They like to do flight tracking. They were surprised to see 6 Chinese Air Force transport planes flying all in a straight line towards Serbia. So, and that kind of alarmed a lot of people. And apparently information came out that it was a delivery of a surface-to-air missile. So I do not see this as good news, because to suddenly deliver 6. So what kind of aircraft is this? Y-20 transport. Let me show you. It's actually the this is actually the clone, or the Chinese pirate version of the Galaxy, if I'm not wrong. So it's a massive one. I think they can, looks like they can actually put in at least half a battery, or one full battery of you see it's quite big. Maybe maybe half a battery of the surface-to-air missile system, maybe 2 launchers. Suddenly they are sending 6 aircraft, just suddenly one shot. Means this is like a urgent order, urgent delivery, and this is not good news. That means Serbia is actually preparing for war. So I do not see this news as something fun. I think it's something worrying that Serbia is actually preparing for war. Preparing for war doesn't mean they want to go to war, but preparing for war because they are anticipating that they might get entangled into a war. So they are trying to be prepared for it. And while at the same time, there is a chatter from a Telegram group saying that according to information from Belarus, the Russian army have left the military airfield at Lida. So all equipment, including aviation equipment, basically aircraft, was also removed. So I actually indicated Russian forces evacuated the airbase at Lida. So where is Lida? Lida is this city around here. This is the airbase. You can see that this is a military airbase. There's fighter jets around here. And the thing about Lida is that it's very close to the border. It's just next to Lithuania. So the evacuation away from this airbase also is another indication that they are anticipating a possible attack, because this is too near to the border. It's not a safe place to have your aircraft so near to the border or a potential front line. You would want it a bit further back, so that if there's an attack, or even an incursion from enemy fighter bombers, you are able to react and scramble. So this is not a good news as well. So these two together give me the chills, make me a bit worried, especially the NATO leadership are boasting about, they are changing their tactics or strategy. They have increased their forces around this border region by 10 times. Then I think it's around 40,000 active, or 80,000. I can't remember what's the number now. These are not very good news. So I really hope the leaders in the Western world not to bring us into World War III. So anyway, this is just the summary of day 46. And for those that are still here watching, I want to reward you with a very long Asia. Defense Politics Asia. Okay, and that's it for this video. And oh shit, I forgot to tell you guys to press the like button. So if you are still here, please help me press the like button. The experiment is still on. I should have said this right in the beginning of the video, but I forgot. So anyway, please press the like button. This is part of the experiment to see what does the like button actually makes any difference. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next update.